What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be installing some TRD style side skirts on the Is300, which pretty much just means TRD reps. So I was going to paint these along with my lip right here, but I wanted to install them on the car before I actually painted them, just to see if I needed to trim some material away or just see how I would have to mount them, just because they are reps, so they're probably not going to fit 100%. But if you guys want to see the install video on the lip or of me painting the lip, it's going to be down in the description below or up here in one of these corners. But yeah, let's just get started with this. I know there's a lot of Is300s out there that are running these same exact side skirts, but I personally don't really care. I love the way they look, so I'm going to run them, and they're cheap, so why not? But you are going to have to remove your two rear tires just to get the bolts in through the back. The fronts, you don't have to take them off. You can just turn them like this, just so you can access in right here. And then once you move on to the other side, just turn your wheel so you can access it from the inside. But I am gonna have to jack it up from the rear to access the bolts back in here. Here are the side skirts. I actually haven't seen a video on how to install these, so I'm just gonna wing it. But I think this might be all the tools I need. Very basic tools. It looks like it's an easy job. It did come with hardware right here. I'm gonna have to open that up, but yeah, they look like self-tappers, so those are gonna come in handy just to kind of self-tap it in there, and I guess that should be it. It seems really simple. Right here in the front fender arch, there's gonna be 3 Phillips head screws, and I think there's one in the bottom that I'm gonna use this kind of hack style. I'm gonna get my ratchet, get a 7mm socket, throw it on like that, put the little adapter piece with a screwdriver, and then just kind of take it off like that. I know it's kind of ghetto, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get the job done. On the rear fender arch, there's going to be 2 10mm bolts for this little like mud flap looking thing. Not too sure what you call it. I'm going to take those 2 off. I was wrong. There's 3 of them. There's one underneath here. Actually, going to take that one off too. So far, it's being held in with only 2 bolts. So I used the factory one right there in the factory hole. I just drilled a hole into the side skirt. And then I did the same thing over here. I used the factory bolt with the factory hole. And I just drilled a hole right there. But I did mount it a little lower than technically what it should. The back is pushed up as high as it'll go. So that's the gap I got right there. But the front, I didn't want to have it super high. Just because of the fact that the lip is a little bit lower than the side skirt, so if you were to look at the whole entire car, it would kind of just go like really low, and it'd come back up, and then it'd go really low with the back lip. So that's why I lowered the front a little bit more. But yeah, right there you can see what it looks like so far. I think I'm just gonna put drill another hole right here. Oh, my bad, I was using the light. Drill another hole right there, right here, and then use one of the factory holes. And then I don't know if I'm gonna put anything in the middle because it is sagging a little. You can see right there, it's like got a pretty decent gap right there compared to over there and in the front, just to push that up a little. Or I might just leave it just for flexibility, because I know I am gonna be constantly hitting these going over speed bumps and stuff. But yeah, now to move on to the other side. Now that I have one side skirt with the holes drilled out and ready to go, I'm going to quickly measure from the top down and measure, see where it's at, and then where it's at in the center, so then I could trace it on there and then drill that hole and then do the same on the rear, so then I could just quickly mount it and then go from there. But I was thinking about it, I think I'm only going to do 1 bolt here, 1 bolt in the rear, and then probably a zip tie or 2 in the front, and then like the same 1 or 2 in the rear. I don't want this thing to be on there tight because I know they are going to scrape a lot, so they need to have some flexibility. But at the same time, I don't want them to fly off when I go on the highway or stuff like that, so that's why I'm going to do zip ties, because zip ties are kind of forgiving. So 1 bolt for sure in the front and 1 in the rear. But right now I'm just going to trace it over so I could get the hole, so I could just mock it up at first and then do some adjustment where I could oval out the hole where I need it, or things like that. both of the side skirts are now on there, and just in case anyone was curious, because I know I was before I bought these make your, I'm gonna just call this the kick panel, they make your kick panel look about an inch lower. So from the bottom of the door to the bottom of the kick panel, it's about 3.5 inches, and from there, from the bottom of the door to the bottom of the side skirt, it's about roughly 4.5 inches. So it makes it about an inch lower, and I do have it mounted only right now with the screw up here and the bolt in the rear. I did have to remove these little rubber pieces, I forgot to mention that, like this little trim molding piece to hold all the fender lining in there. So that's the front one, and this is the rear one. It's like a little mud flap, so you have to remove that one. I'll just give you guys a closer look. And for two bolts, they're kind of sturdy. They do hang a little bit in the middle, so you can see it's higher up there and then kind of bows down. But I don't really care about that too much because, like I said, I want it to flex. But since there is another hole down here, I believe it's like right here, I'm gonna try to drill that out and then put a zip tie in there just to hold it, just in case these break for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm gonna install the rear lip right now. I'm just gonna make it a different video because I just wanted to make a quick little video just for the side skirts. But if you guys want to see the rear lip install, definitely subscribe. But it is gonna be a TRD style rear lip to match the side skirts. And like I said, I did lower the side skirts a little bit on the front because now it'll match the lip and it'll just transition straight into the side skirts, because I know I've seen cars where the lip hangs really low and the side skirts are like really tall up, and then the rear lip in the back is really low. So I kind of want everything to flow, so that's why I moved them down a little bit, and it makes the car look a little bit lower. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. Like I said, I am also going to be installing the rear lip, so if you guys want to see that, definitely check the description to see the video. And I know there's going to be a few who are going to be like, wait, you're not going to paint them? Yes, I'm going to paint them, but that's going to be a different video. I'm going to paint the side skirts and the rear lip all together. It's going to be the same process as painting the front lip, but I just didn't want to make this video long because I know when I want to see videos, I just want to get straight to the point. And I know in the past I made long videos and they're just kind of useless, so I'm trying to like make my videos a lot shorter and just pretty much get to the point. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, found it useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.